Hello all, today I'm here to talk to you about the problem that is overfishing. Overfishing is not as well known or talked about as such issues as global warming, climate change, things of that nature. So today I wanted to inform you a little bit about what exactly overfishing is and what it does to our ecosystems. So what is overfishing, you may ask? Overfishing, defined by the Environmental Defense Fund, is simply catching too many fish at once. Catching fish from the ocean is not a problem. There are plenty of fish to sustain both human life and marine life. The problem is catching them in such an abundance that the aquatic life does not have time to restore itself, meaning the fish that are being caught are not able to reach the age in which they can breed and reproduce and make more fish. Thus, we are limiting the quantity of fish available to us, which will then lead to the fish or other aquatic species' eventual endangerment as well as possible extinction. Unfortunately, fish are not the only creatures affected by overfishing. According to the World Wildlife Fund, overfishing is directly related to a term called bycatch. Bycatch is the unwanted capture of sea life while fishing for another species. Bycatch is a threat because it's robbing billions of sea creatures from our oceans each year. These creatures include sea turtles, dolphins, and sharks. In fact, according to the Netflix documentary Our Planet, the shark population is down 90% because of overfishing. I'm now going to insert a clip of how large these nets that are dropped into the ocean really are, and the huge quantity of fish and other marine life that get trapped in them.
My trawlers, my seines, my nets are so vast that I no longer select my catch. I take all that comes and sort it later depending on the market value of the fish. Peruvian anchovy, Alaska pollock, Atlantic herring. We just scoop it all up.
Overfishing does not just affect sea creatures found in deep waters, as shown in the video, but also can affect our reefs. The species of the reefs are being taken from their environment when the giant rope nets are dragged across the seafloor and destroy the coral reefs, which take thousands of years to restore. In fact, according to the Coral Reef Alliance, over 55% of our ocean's coral reefs have been affected by overfishing. These effects can lead to an imbalance of the coral reef's ecosystems themselves. For example, if too many herbivores are taken from the waters, there will be an influx and an algae boom that will then coat the coral reefs, and they will not be able to grow and maintain themselves properly. It is beyond important to protect our coral reefs, as it will not only aid marine life, but it will aid human life as well. According to the Queensland Museum, protecting our coral reefs will protect our shorelines from the damaging effects of wave action, as well as protect us from some of the damage of a tropical storm. Coral reefs not only provide shelter and habitats for marine life, but also balance nitrogen and carbon levels within the ocean. Thus, it is important that we protect this ecosystem from the harsh effects of overfishing. So what can you do to help stop overfishing? For starters, you can educate yourself on local fishing rules and regulations. Also, if you yourself enjoy fishing, do not catch an excessive amount of fish without throwing them back, and only keep ones that you plan on eating. One thing you can do to stop overfishing and protect our marine life is speak out against trawling. Trawling involves using the big nets to catch all ocean life that crosses its path. Some bans have already been put in place against trawling, such as in some of the areas surrounding Alaska. However, such small areas will not fix the global problem that is overfishing, and also will not solve the problem of bycatch. Thus, we must take this to a global scale in order to ban trawling and protect our marine life. Another thing you can do to help prevent overfishing is eat sustainable seafood. According to Fish Watch, sustainable seafood is seafood and shellfish that is caught for human consumption by fishermen under certain rules and regulations, and often on fisheries. Fish Watch is a great website you can use to educate yourself on sustainable seafood. You can also use their fish finder, which I found very interesting. And basically, you can search up any fish, for example, salmon, and it'll show you the different species of salmon as well as if they are farmed or caught wild. Below, I will link GoFundMes that you can donate to help stop overfishing, as well as environmental websites that are working to end overfishing and trawling of our oceans. Thank you for watching.